Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Journey Set Go. My name is Donnie, and today I'm going to be taking you with me up to the top of Pikes Peak in Colorado Springs, Colorado. If you want to get to the top of this mountain, there's a few different ways you can do it. You can hike up, you can take the train, or you can do what we're going to do today, and you can drive up the Pikes Peak Highway in your car. This is, I think, the best way to do it. There's some beautiful, stunning scenery, and just in case you're wondering, very minimal guardrails. In this video, I'll cover everything from the experience, the cost to drive up, what to expect when you get to the summit, and all of the beautiful scenery on the way. So buckle up and let's hit the road. The Pikes Peak Highway is a 19-mile long stretch of paved road that takes you all the way up to the summit. It's an adventure from start to finish. The coolest thing about driving the highway is that it gives you the freedom to experience this beautiful mountain at your own pace. You can stop at various points along the way to check out the view. You can have a picnic, or you can even take a hike up there if you want to. It's not free to drive up the highway. The cost is $15 per person, or you could pay $50 for a carload with up to 5 people in it. The drive up and then back down again typically takes about 2 hours, but if you stop along the way or spend more time up at the Summit House, it could take longer than that. Just be aware that you need to make reservations to drive up the Pikes Peak Highway, and I recommend doing that at least a few days in advance. And even with the reservation, the lines to get in can be pretty long, as you're going to see in just a second. Alright, so we are in line right now to the entrance of the Pikes Peak Highway that goes to the very top. It is July 5th, and I think a lot of people have off today, so it's probably making it a little bit more hectic, but yeah, it's gonna be fun though. We're gonna catch a time lapse going up the mountain and then grab some footage along the way. It's gonna be fun. Let's go. The summit of Pikes Peak is absolutely breathtaking. When you're up there, you are actually at 14,115 feet above sea level. The weather on top of the peak can be pretty unpredictable, but one thing you can count on is that pretty much every afternoon in the summer, thunderclouds will float in from the west over to the top of the peak after lunch. And that just so happened to be the exact time that we were up there for this video. Another thing you got to keep in mind is that there's a lot less oxygen up there on top of Pikes Peak. You can get lightheaded, you can get a little dizzy, you can get a little sick to your stomach, you get winded really easy. And in our case, this is the first time we'd been back up there in quite a while. We kind of felt like we were high. Okay, we made it. We drove all the way up to the top of Pikes Peak. It's a little chilly up here, and there are some storm clouds blowing in. You can see some of them up in here. Yeah, we're walking over to the visitor center. Gonna go take a look at what they've done there. They built this new in the last probably 4 or 5 years. Just do a lovely hand gesture. So, we feel high. Not that type of high.
Yeah, the cinnamon.
Okay, behind me here, these are the remains of the very first summit house that was built up here on the top of Pikes Peak. I dropped my sunglasses. Had to trek down here, kind of climb into the rocks to pick them up. There they are down there. Got them. It is July 5th, 2024. Up here on top of this mountain, it is actually snowing right now.
Wait.
This is Devil's Playground. I have a story for you. I lived here a long time, and I've hiked this mountain probably 7 or 8 times. And on one of the trips, people I was with and we got trapped up here in a lightning storm right about a quarter mile from the sign. And we ran as fast as we could and hid under a boulder, a gigantic boulder that was leaning against another one. We just hid under there, and lightning was crashing all around us. And man, I thought for sure I was gonna die. I didn't think I was gonna make it out of that one alive. Just as I was saying my prayers and hunkering down, waiting for the weather to blow over, everything ended up being okay. And when I got back down, I wrote a song about it. The song's called Elevation, and I'll link to it below, but it talks all about what it's like to climb to the top of this beautiful mountain, America's mountain, Pikes Peak, and some of the drama and trouble that you can run into sometimes along the way. But man, it is worth it. All right, thanks for joining me on this little journey up to the top of Pikes Peak. Have any of you ever been up there? If so, let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about it. I'd love to hear your stories. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you never miss out on a new adventure. Thanks for joining me on this journey up to the top of Pikes Peak. I'll see you next time.